electroless plating process, that is electroless plating of copper. So in the case of electroless plating of copper, it is applicable only for non-conducting materials. Therefore, first, before the electroless plating, metal surface subjected for surface preparation, in which it is treated with stannous chloride solution, then with palladium chloride solution at 25 degrees Celsius. After that, the metal surface it is subjected for electroless plating under the following conditions. First one is plating bath solution, that is copper sulfate. Second one is reducing agent, that is formaldehyde. Another one is complexing agent, that is EDTA. Another one is buffer solution, that is sodium hydroxide to maintain pH 11. Another one is temperature, that is 25 degrees Celsius. Under this condition, means by using plating bath solution as copper sulfate, reducing agent as formaldehyde, complexing agent as EDTA, buffer solution as sodium hydroxide, by maintaining temperature 25 degrees Celsius, the electroless plating of copper it takes place. In which, coming to the reactions observed in this electroless plating process, first anode reaction, in which whatever the reducing agent we are using formaldehyde, itself it undergo oxidation, it will form formate ion with the liberation of electrons. So whatever the reducing agent we are using, the reducing agent works, it reduces other metal ions and itself it undergo oxidation. Therefore, whatever the formaldehyde we are using as an oxidized reducing agent, it undergo oxidation, it will give formate ion with the liberation of electrons. Here, whatever the electrons are liberated, it is taken by the copper ions present in copper ions present in copper sulfate solution, reduced as a copper metal. These copper metal it is deposited on the surface of the article or substrate takes place. Is it clear? First one, electroless plating of copper. After this electroless plating of copper, coming to the next, another one example for electroless plating process, that is electroless plating of nickel. Any doubt in this electroless plating of copper?
No, sir.
Okay. So after this, next one is electroless plating of nickel. So coming to the electroless plating of nickel, the electroless plating of nickel, it is also applicable for non-conducting materials. Therefore, before subjecting metal surface to the electroless plating process, it should be free from impurities. Therefore, it is subjected for surface preparation, in which the metal surface it is treated with stannous chloride solution, then with palladium chloride solution at 25 degrees Celsius. After that, it is subjected for electroless plating process under the conditions. Just 1 minute, I will share the screen. See, these are the conditions which is observed in the case of electroless plating process. So that is electroless plating of nickel. Electroless plating of nickel. So coming to the electroless plating of nickel, it is also applicable for non-conducting materials. Therefore, for first metal surface subjected for surface preparation. In the surface preparation, metal surface it is subjected for, first one is, it is treated with stannous chloride solution. Metal surface treated with stannous chloride solution. After treated with stannous chloride solution, then it is treated with a palladium chloride solution at 25 degrees Celsius to remove the impurities. After removing the impurities, the metal surface subjected for electroless plating process under the following conditions of, first one is electroplating bath solution. The electroplating bath solution used in the case of electroless plating of nickel is nickel chloride or nickel sulfate used as an electroplating bath solution. First one, nickel chloride or nickel sulfate used as an electroplating bath solution. Coming to the second one, reducing agent. The reducing agent is sodium hypophosphite. Sodium hypophosphite. Sodium hypophosphite used as a reducing agent. Another one is complexing agent used is, that is sodium succinate. Sodium succinate used as a complexing agent to maintain optimum concentration of the metal ions. Another one is buffer solution used, that is sodium acetate. Sodium acetate used as a buffer solution to maintain the pH of 4.5. pH of 4.5. Another one is temperature, that is 93 degrees Celsius temperature is maintained. See, these are the conditions used in the case of electroless plating of nickel. First one is plating bath solution nickel chloride. Second one is reducing agent sodium hypophosphite. Another one is complexing agent sodium succinate. Another one is buffer solution sodium acetate. Another one is temperature 93 degrees Celsius. Under these conditions, the electroless plating of nickel is carried out, in which, coming to the reaction, it is observed. First one is anode reaction, in which whatever the sodium hypophosphate we are using as a reducing agent, it undergo oxidation, that is NaH2 PO2, that is sodium hypophosphate. It undergo oxidation reaction in the presence of water. It oxidized into sodium hypophosphate, that is NaH2PO3, with the liberation of H plus ions and liberation of electrons. So here whatever the electron it is liberated, it is taken by the nickel ions present in nickel chloride or nickel sulfate, reduced as a nickel metal. Here whatever the nickel metal is obtained, it is deposited on the surface of the article or substrate, in which, coming to the net reaction, 2 electron get cancelled. The remaining sodium hypophosphate, that is NaH2PO2 plus H2O plus H2O plus Ni2 plus gives rise to NaH2PO3 sodium hypophosphate plus 2H plus Ni. This is the net reaction of the electroless plating of nickel. Is it clear for you? Second, another one example for electroless plating process. The electroless plating of nickel. For 7 or 6 marks they will ask, define electroless plating process, explain electroless plating of nickel or electroless plating of copper. This is the compulsory one question. Maybe they will ask either electroless plating of copper or electroless plating of nickel in your examination for 7 marks. If they will ask electroless plating of nickel, first you need to write down this one line of surface preparation. Before electroless plating, metal surface subjected for surface preparation, in which it is treated with stannous chloride, then with palladium chloride at 25 degrees Celsius. Then these condition with reaction you need to write down. So coming to the one application of this electroless plating of nickel, see this is the one application of electroless plating of nickel. So whatever the nickel deposition inside takes place in the case of water storage containers. So this is about next another one, that is electroless plating of nickel. Is it clear for you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is about second another one technique which is used in the case of a metal finishing process to deposit a one metal on the surface of another metal, that is electroless plating process. So there are two techniques, one is electroplating and another one is electroless plating process. So still now we discussed both electroplating also and another one is an electroless plating also. So coming to the last one topic in this metal finishing process, that is differences between the electroplating and electroless plating process. Can anyone tell me any one difference between electroplating and electroless plating process? Any one difference between electroplating and electroless plating process? You studied now both electroplating and electroless plating process. So how in the case of electroplating process the metal it is deposited on the surface of another metal? Anyone tell me how in the case of electroplating process the metal it is deposited on the surface of another metal?
By supplying electricity.
By using electricity, correct. How in the case of electroless plating we are depositing a metal on the surface of another metal?
Reducing agent.
By using reducing agent. So therefore, first one is, see here there are some properties there for electroplating and electroless plating. So in this way we are going to differentiate the electroplating and another one is an electroless plating process. So in which first one is driving force. Generally the driving force in the case of electroless plating process, that is electric current. So the driving force is electric current. So first one, the driving force in the case of electroplating process is electric current, because by using electric current only in the case of electroplating process the deposition of metal takes place on the surface of another metal. But in the case of electroless plating process, because by using a reducing agent, there is a deposition of metal takes place on the surface of another metal, or you can write down the autocatalytic redox reaction. So due to redox reaction only in the case of electroless plating there is a deposition it takes place. This is first one. Coming to the another one difference, that is an anode material. See in the case of electroplating process we are going to use a separate anode. There is a separate anode it is used in the case of electroless plating of electroplating process. But in the case of electroless plating process there is no separate anode it is used. Only we are using in a metal surface or article, but we are not using any separate anode material or cathode material in the case of electroless plating process. This is another one difference. Coming to the another one difference, that is cathode material. So the cathode material in the case of electroplating process, that is article to be plated, so on which metal surface we need to deposit a metal, so that metal we are going to use as a cathode material. But in the case of electroless plating process, the catalytically active surface, catalytically active surface of the metal, it acts as a cathode in the case of electroless plating process. And another one property, that is reducing agent. In the case of electroplating process, the reducing agents are electrons. So whatever the electrons liberated at the anode, it reduces metal ions present in electroplating bath solution into metals. But in the case of electroless plating process, the chemical reagent, means whatever the reducing agent we are using, that chemical reagent reduces metal ions into metal atoms. This is another one. So coming to the next, another one difference, that is anode reactant. Generally in the case of electroplating process, we are going to use separate anode, in which either metal anodes we are going to use, or we are going to use inert anode material, so in which whatever the moisture present, it acts as an anode reactant. But in the case of electroless plating process, whatever the reducing agent we are using, itself it undergo oxidation. Therefore, anode reactant, that is a chemical reagent. This is another one difference. And another one property, that is applicability. The electroplating process, it is applicable only for conducting materials or conductors, because here we are depositing metal by using electric current. Therefore, it is applicable only for conductors. But second, another one, electroless plating. Here we are not using any electric current. Therefore, it is applicable for both conductors, and another one is in a non-conductors. It is applicable for conductor also, and another one is in a non-conductor also. This is another one difference. Another one property is throwing power. Here the throwing power means ability of the plating bath solution to give even and uniform deposit on entire surface of the substrate. Therefore, in the case of electroplating bath solution, whatever the plating bath solution we are using, it has a low capacity to give even deposit. But in the case of electroless plating process, it has a high capacity to give even and uniform deposit. This is another one difference. Coming to the next, another one property, that is nature of deposit. In the case of electroplating process, there is a pure metal, it is deposited on the surface of the another metal. But in the case of electroless plating process, metal with some amount of oxidized product also deposited. So this is about next another one, that is any differences between electroplating and electroless plating. For 6 marks they will ask it, mention the differences between electroplating and electroless plating. In this way you need to write down. First one is property, then electroplating, then electroless plating. In which first property is driving force, electric current in the case of electroplating, here the reducing agent. Second one is anode, separate anode used in electroplating. There is no separate anode in the case of electroless plating. Another one is in a cathode, an article to be plated. But here the catalytically active surface of the substrate acts as a cathode. Another one is in a reducing agent. Electrons act as a reducing agent in electroplating. In the electroless plating, that is chemical reagent. Another one is anode reactant. Either metal or moisture or water act as an anode reactant. But in the case of electroless plating, the chemical reagent. Because whatever the reducing agent we are using, itself it undergo oxidation after the reduction of metal ions into metal atoms. Another one is applicability. Electroplating applicable only for conductor because here we are using electric current for the deposition. But electroless plating applicable for conductor and non-conductors because we are not using any electric current in the deposition. Another one is throwing power, means ability of the plating path solution to give even and uniform deposit on entire surface of the substrate, in which whatever the plating path solution we are using in electroplating process, it has low capacity to produce even deposit. But in electroless plating, having high capability of producing even deposit. Another one is nature of deposit. Here the pure metal it is deposited in the case of electroplating, but in the case of electroless plating, metal with oxidized product is deposited. Is it clear for you? Any doubt in this you can ask now. So this completes model 2. Is it clear for you?
Yes, sir.
See, coming to the possible important questions in the case of metal finishing process. First question is, what is metal finishing? Explain or mention any 5 or 6 technological importance of the metal finishing. This is first one possible question. Second, another one possible question is, explain the following principle governing the electroplating process. Either they will ask polarization or decomposition potential or over voltage. In these three, any two they will ask for 6 marks. Second one. Next, another one possible question is, explain electroplating process. Define electroless plating process and explain electroplating of chromium. Either they will ask hard or decorative. Anyone they will ask, they will not ask both. If they will not mention hard chromium or decorative chromium, you write down anyone enough. This is next one. Another one is, define electroless plating. Explain electroless plating of copper. Or they will ask it, define electroless plating, explain electroless plating of nickel. At last they will ask it, define mention the difference between electroplating and electroless plating. Is it clear for you? These are the 6 possible questions in metal finishing process. Out of these 6, you will get 3 questions in your examinations. Is it clear for you? Any doubt in this you can ask now in the metal finishing. Is it clear? See, this completes model 2. Corrosion and metal finishing is completed. In which for first internal test you have syllabus up to metal finishing, in which you need to read up to principle governing the electroplating process, polarization, decomposition potential, over voltage. You will not questions on the basis of electroplating, electroless plating and difference between electroplating and electroless plating. Is it clear? Only up to principle governing the electroplating process you will get questions for first internal test. The remaining electroplating and electroless plating you will get in next internal test. Is it clear? Any doubt in this? Any doubt you can ask now.
Sir, till where it comes?
Principle governing electroplating process. Polarization, decomposition, potential, over voltage. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now I will show you what Shikha Pandey. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Okay. See, now I will show you the question paper pattern for your first internal test. Accordingly, you prepare. See, now this is the question paper pattern. See, totally you are going to get 6 questions. In this, question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, question number 4, you will get from model 1. See here, question number 1 ABC, 6 marks, total 20 marks, or question number 2 ABC. So either you need to write down question number 1 or question number 2 for 20 marks. These two questions you will get from model 1 only, that is electrochemistry and battery technology. Suppose here if you will get 2 questions from electrochemistry, 1 you will get from battery. Suppose here you will get 2 questions from batteries, 1 you will get from electrochemistry, like that. Same as another one, question number 3 and question number 4, also you will get from metal electrochemistry and battery technology for 5 marks, total 10 marks. In these two, anyone you need to write down. Totally 30 marks question you will get from model 1. Then remaining 20 marks you will get from model 2. Question number 5, question number 6, ABC, 776, totally 20 marks. Here also you will get 2 questions from corrosion, 1 from metal finishing, same as 2 from corrosion, 1 from metal finishing. It's a clear 20 marks question you will get from corrosion and metal finishing. 30 marks question you will get from electrochemistry and battery technology. So accordingly you should read well without fail to score good marks in your IA. In this metal finishing, no need to read complete thing. Up to principle governing electroplating you need to read. The remaining electroplating and electroless plating you will get from next internal test for 10 marks. Is it clear for you now, question paper pattern?
Yes, sir.
28, 29, 30 of this month you have first internal test, you should read well. And today or tomorrow I will upload the assignments on metal finishing. You can upload that. And I will assign one quiz also, maybe today or tomorrow. You can attend that without fail. Is it clear for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can read well.